Hi, it's Maria from the Wellness Center, and I thought I'd share one of my favorite coping skills with you. And this is based on the Serenity Prayer, which really helpful for us in the context of stress management and the idea of being stress carriers versus stress managers. Most of you may be familiar with the Serenity Prayer, but I just read it to you just in case. And this is how it goes. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And how can this be helpful? So based on this idea, we may think of negative, unpleasant situations and think in the categories of alter, avoid, accept. Alter would look like, you may ask yourself, okay, what kind of situations can I actually change? This may include problem solving, organizing, changing your perception, time management. So those would be some examples. When we think of avoid, you may think of walking away, you may think of letting go, setting limits, learning to say no. And when we think of accepting, we are thinking of letting go of what we cannot change or control. So this would be the idea of bringing radical acceptance to things that we cannot change. That doesn't mean that we like it, doesn't mean that we agree with it, but it means that I stop fighting reality. Instead, I move towards it, I accept it. This tends to decrease emotional pain and helps us cope better with any given situation. So again, accepting what cannot be changed and taking action on what can be changed based on the Serenity Prayer. Being willing to compromise, looking for the upside in things, reframing problems, having an attitude of we can adapt, and in that also looking at the big picture. And I have been collecting what I call positive affirmations or coping thoughts, and I'm just going to read a few really kind of randomly that I hope maybe you could incorporate, and there may be moments that this may just help you get through your day. I can, and this is how these sound, and maybe you come up with your very own sentences. And here are some examples. I can grow and change. I can wholeheartedly engage in my activities today. I can do well even in the midst of tension and conflict. In fact, the challenge may help me do even better. I can deal constructively with my irritations, which probably will have a bunch, being all stuck at home. I can use my power to nurture and set free rather than to hurt and control. I can be a person who offers safety for others. I can pray. I can search for solutions rather than complain. I can take care of myself by exercising regularly. I can refuse to participate in self-destructive behavior. I can phrase my self-talk in a positive, affirming way that gains my cooperation. I can welcome this new day as a beginning for me. I can label life in a new way, one that helps me be more joyful and peaceful. I can say no. I can discipline myself to do what needs to be done. I can fully enjoy the present. I can be flexible and persistent in pursuing my goals. I can accept those times when I don't get what I want. I can be in touch with my feelings and choose how I express them. I can accept myself without having to be perfect. So these will be just some examples. I love to use these, and I like to encourage you to maybe come up with, we can keep on adding to this list, and you may say them out loud. It's good to hear for those around us to hear them as well. So thank you.